Ever since we ran aground coming into the marina, Dan's been worried that we might have damaged the keel.
There's a diver in town who specializes in checking keels, mostly for the bareboaters. So we've called Tony. Tony's gonna dive down and check the keel, make sure I haven't done any damage to it when I hit the sand.
We only recently had to lift the boat out of the water to fix the sail drive. If we have to do it again, our budget's going to implode.
The reason I'm in my wetsuit is because he's asked me to go down with him to watch his back because there's actually a bull sharks in this end of the marina, so he doesn't like to dive alone. Here he is.
Hey,
I'm Dan.
Tony, pleased to meet you.
That's Maxine.
Howdy.
Hi.
Tell you, if we had done this yesterday, we wouldn't have had to actually put our wetsuits on. We could have just stood in the mud.
Yeah.
The tide was so low with the supermoon.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Dan.
Yeah?
You're not the first one to touch the bottom this week.
Oh, I bet.
I dare say you won't be the last. Oh! Wet?
Bit wet and cold. I'm sure it's fine. Let's just go home and have wine. If I hear Jaws music, I'm jumping out of here.
Tony gets right down to business. It's pretty murky down there, so he does it mostly by feel.
Rudder's good.
Good.
Let's move forward.
Now for the keel.
I think it's fine. It was a nice soft impact on the mud.
Yep.
No damage to the bulb of the keel. No structural integrity compromised. Just
Great.
good to go.
That's great news. We've got the all clear, and we can leave whenever we want. But you can bet your sweet ass it's not going to be at low tide. This morning, Able Point Marina is a hive of activity. It's the annual Airlie Beach Race Week, when boats come from all over Australia to compete.
I'm getting ready for a day of racing. My friend Christoph invited me out to race on Dolce, which is a 50-foot race boat. The wind is supposed to howl. Take the foul weather gear because the weather is meant to be foul. The most important thing is to take a pee before the boat pulls out, because otherwise you're holding your pee for about 6 hours. So pee first. It's kind of like a long road trip.
So we okay for this strategy?
Yes, I think that's really good. Yeah.
No, but look, we can change it. But
If we put a code 0 up at the top mark and we go west and we go east a fair bit, will we get into the wind shadow of the headland out of the bay?
The first thing I noticed when I got onto Dolce is I'm pretty much the youngest guy. I hope these guys have a lot of experience because they don't have a lot of youth.
I think the
What's
main
up for you
thing,
guys?
the main thing for us is to know the wind angles.
The second youngest is my friend Christoph Vanek, a famous French sailor. He's raced all over the world and competed in 3 America's Cups and 10 Sydney to Hobarts. Pierre and Doug are co-owners in the boat.
This is the calm before the storm.
They both spent years rebuilding this yacht and turning it into the race boat it is today.
Need to bang a bit.
Well, I can always leave a bit off.
Is it here, Baboon?
Nice pressure here all the way.
The conditions were full on. The wind was upwards of 35 knots. Waves are crashing over the boat. We had guys get hurt. When the shackle broke and the sail ended up in the water, I thought, hey, the race is over. But no, the boat didn't stop for anything. The next thing you know, the guys are pulling the sail back on the boat. 2 more guys running the new sail up. It was amazing. Nothing can stop these guys.
Come away a bit then.
Freeze the jeep!
Everybody's yelling at each other. It's just part of the sailing. It's like you yell. Well, you have to yell. The wind's blowing 35 knots. You can't hear unless you yell.
Get on the raft, someone! Not two of them!
It was on our way back to the dock that we saw the true extent of some of the damage to the boats. You got boats going by you without their masts. There was a lot of damage to Dulce. We had a jammer pull out of the deck. We had a spreader on the mast bend.
Take me down!
I'm sure it's a small machine.
These guys will spend the rest of the evening fixing this boat so it's ready to race tomorrow morning. How do we do, Skipper?
Done well.
Yeah?
Yeah, really happy. Tomorrow better.
Tomorrow's better. Always tomorrow. That's a lesson I need to take home from these guys and from this race. Stuff's gonna break. Things are gonna snap. Just fix it and move on.
What are you doing?
I'm taking some anti-inflammatories because my back's sore, my wrist's sore, my feet are sore. I got bruises on my knees.
Next time on Living the Dream, Maxine and I decide to join the Hamilton Island Regatta.
Racing!
And put our skills to the test.
Can't run with your spinnaker now, boys!
Plus, someone's beginning to have second thoughts.
I keep expecting to wake up and go, wow, this is the lifestyle I want. But there's a part of me that just thinks, oh, I'd just rather be back at home riding my motorcycle.
Then, it's party time at Shagga's.